Best practices. In the complex world of security operations centers, ensuring robust and continuous compliance is paramount. It requires disciplined operational practices beyond just deploying technology. Let's highlight the following best practices. 1. Implement robust documentation practices. Maintain detailed logs of incidents, responses, policies, and configurations for accountability and auditability. 2. Conduct regular training sessions. Ensure the team understands compliance requirements and their role through frequent relevant training. 3. Develop strong relationships with regulatory bodies. Engage with regulators and industry groups to stay informed on the latest compliance requirements and guidance. 4. Utilize automated tools for compliance checks and monitoring. Leverage automation to mitigate human error and streamline continuous compliance verification. 5. Conduct regular internal audits. Proactively identify and address compliance gaps before external auditors find them. 6. Maintain transparency during audits. Communicate openly and honestly with auditors to foster collaboration and reflect positively on SOC operations. Let's analyze these best practices more extensively. 1. Robust documentation practices. Maintain detailed and organized records of all security incidents, your team's responses, and any changes made to security policies, procedures, and configurations. This documentation serves multiple critical purposes: accountability, providing a clear audit trail of actions taken; audits, knowledge transfer, helping new team members quickly understand operational norms and past incidents; also continuous improvement and compliance artifacts, such as logs from SIEM systems, incident response reports, and communication records. 2. Regular team training sessions. Ensure that everyone in the SOC team and broader relevant personnel understands the specific compliance requirements relevant to your organization and their individual role in maintaining those standards. Training should be 1. Frequent and up-to-date. 2. Role-specific, tailored to the responsibilities of SOC analysts, incident responders, etc. Practical, including scenarios and exercises. By integrating these practices, you establish a solid framework for demonstrating compliance and fostering a security-conscious culture that extends beyond mere technical controls. 3. Develop strong relationships with regulatory bodies and industry groups. These connections are invaluable for staying informed about the latest compliance requirements, upcoming regulatory changes, and evolving interpretations that may affect your operations. Actively engaging with these organizations, participating in webinars, and attending industry conferences can provide insights and even direct guidance on best practices tailored to your specific industry or region. This proactive engagement can also build goodwill and demonstrate a commitment to compliance, which can be beneficial during audit processes. 4. Utilize automated tools for compliance checks and monitoring. Manual compliance checks are prone to human error, time-consuming, and difficult to scale. Leveraging automated tools can significantly mitigate these challenges and streamline compliance processes. Think of it as setting up a digital safety net that continuously monitors your adherence to security regulations and alerts you to deviations. Examples include: 1. Configuration management tools, ensuring systems are configured securely according to baselines. 2. Compliance automation platforms, specialized software that maps security controls to regulatory requirements and continuously monitors for compliance gaps. 3. Automated audit log review via SIEM, configuring your SIEM to automatically flag activities that violate specific compliance rules, for example, unauthorized access attempts to sensitive data covered by GDPR. 4. Vulnerability scanners, regularly scanning for vulnerabilities that could lead to non-compliance. The role of SOC in compliance audits. Security Operations Centers (SOCs) play a particularly crucial and active role during security compliance audits. Think of the SOC not just as the operational shield of an organization, constantly monitoring and defending against threats, but also as a key provider of evidence and expertise during these formal reviews. During an audit, the SOC's day-to-day operations, processes, and technological implementations are meticulously scrutinized to ensure they align with established industry standards like ISO 27001, NIST CSF, PCI DSS, and specific regulatory requirements like GDPR or HIPAA. As a SOC analyst, your understanding of security policies and these compliance frameworks will directly impact how the audit is perceived and how smoothly it proceeds. You will often be at the front line, providing critical insights and real-time data on security incidents, the responses taken, and the continuous monitoring activities. This means your ability to clearly articulate 1. How your team managed specific incidents from detection to recovery. 2. How sensitive data protection measures, for example access controls, encryption, are enforced. 3. How your operations comply with each relevant standard and internal policy. Audit evidence and documentation for a successful compliance audit. As a SOC professional, you will be required to produce a wealth of information that meticulously reflects your day-to-day operations and demonstrates adherence to security controls. Auditors operate on evidence. They don't just want to hear what you do, they want to see it. Key types of documentation and evidence commonly requested from the SOC during an audit include 1. Logs from SIEM systems. Comprehensive tamper-proof logs demonstrating continuous monitoring, alert generation, and incident triage activities. Auditors will often request specific log entries related to potential security events or access controls. 2. Incident response reports. Detailed reports for all resolved security incidents, outlining the timeline of events, the type of incident, the response actions taken. Detection, containment, eradication, recovery, the impact assessment, and the lessons learned from post-mortem reviews. 3. Communication records. Evidence of internal and external communications during security incidents, for example notification to affected parties or regulatory bodies. 4. Security monitoring practices. Documentation outlining what systems are monitored, what data is collected, how alerts are configured, and the procedures for anomaly detection. 5. Training records. Proof that SOC staff and other relevant personnel have received adequate and up-to-date security awareness and compliance training. 6. Policies and procedures. Current versions of security policies, incident management plans, data handling procedures, and access control policies. Efficiency and adherence. There's a common misconception that compliance is a rigid checkbox exercise separate from actual security. However, by strategically aligning these two, you can significantly strengthen your SOC's overall effectiveness and credibility. To merge these efficiency and adherence in SOC operations, go by the following. 1. View regulatory frameworks not as burdensome obligations, but as a robust baseline for good security practices. 2. Integrate compliance requirements directly into your security operations workflows. 3. Use automation for routine compliance checks and data collection. 4. Prioritize compliance efforts based on your organization's unique risk profile. 5. Ensure your team understands why compliance matters, not just what the rules are. Recap. You now possess a clear understanding of key regulatory frameworks like GDPR and HIPAA, recognizing how they shape security operations and protect sensitive data. We then detailed essential best practices for compliance in SOC operations. We clarified the pivotal role of the SOC in compliance audits and highlighted the importance of balancing security efficiency with regulatory adherence. You've now gained a comprehensive understanding of security compliance and standards, a critical area that underpins all effective cybersecurity operations. This module has equipped you with the knowledge to navigate regulatory frameworks, understand their implications, and appreciate the SOC's pivotal role in ensuring adherence. Let's move on to the next module,